Hello guys, in this video let's understand eTag for concurrency control. So we will first understand the problem statement and then we will understand how we can use eTag for concurrency control. So we will first read a record from Cosmos DB, and this record it has order details with order status is equal to confirmed, and let's assume we should start shipment process since the order is confirmed. But what if after we read this record and before we start the shipment process somebody has cancelled that order? And in such case let's use eTag for concurrency control. And now let's discuss about how eTag works. So every time a record or item is updated in Azure Cosmos DB, eTag value changes, and let's see it in portal. So if you see it, this is one of the records or item in our Azure Cosmos DB, and you can see it has this property that is eTag, which I have highlighted. So every record or every item in Azure Cosmos DB, it has this eTag property, and whenever we update this item, this eTag value changes. And now in our code, when we read the record, we will note down the eTag value, and when we update this record, we will add a condition that update the record only if eTag value in DB matches with the value we provided. So guys, we are again in Azure portal and let's see the records we have. So again we have these two records, and for the first record username is Harshal Jain, order status you can see it's confirmed, we have order amount, and guys we have this user key as a partition key. So for example, if I click on settings, here you can see username is a partition key. So let's again go to the item. Okay, now we want to update this order status of this record to shift, but we want to make sure that after we have read this record, no other user should have made any changes in this record. Okay, and now let's go to the Visual Studio. So guys, we are in Visual Studio, and again this is a simple console app. So we have this connection string to connect to our Azure Cosmos DB account. Then this is Cosmos client which we created using connection string. Then we have this Cosmos container which we created using Cosmos client, and using Cosmos container we can read records, we can create new record, we can update records in Azure Cosmos DB. And now the steps which we are going to perform. So we will first read a record, that is we will read order record with order status confirmed. Then we will specify a condition to check if eTag matches. Then we will update the order status to shift, and then we will update that record again in Cosmos DB, but we will add a condition that update record only if eTag value in Cosmos DB matches with the provided value. So I will say where order details. So let's read it from Cosmos DB. So I'll say Cosmos container dot read item async, and it is of type order. So again I have created this class order, and if you see the properties in this class order, they match with the properties we have in Cosmos DB record. So here I will say order and first we need to provide the document ID, and then we need to provide the partition key. So again let's go to the portal and let's copy this document ID. So I'll copy it, and then I will say new partition key, and let's provide value. So guys, as we discussed, this username is a partition key, so I will simply copy this value and let's paste it over here, and let me say await over here. So here I will create item request options. So I'll say item options is equal to new item request options, and here let's specify that eTag condition. So I'll say if match eTag is equal to So guys, this order details, it is the record which we have retrieved from Azure Cosmos DB. So here let's say order details dot eTag. And now let's update order status as shipped. So again this order details, it is the record which you have retrieved from Azure Cosmos DB. So let's say order details dot resource. So is this resource property, it actually represents the order details record. Okay, so again I will say order details dot resource dot order status is equal to, I will say, shipped. And finally let's update the record in Cosmos DB. So again here I will say await Cosmos container dot update upsert item async, yes, and here we need to provide this resource, that is the item which we are updating. Then we need to provide partition key as well. So I'll say new partition key, and here the value, it will be again this Harshal Jain, because username is our partition key. And important thing, here we will provide this item options as well, and here you can see we have specified that condition if match eTag. Okay, so let's paste it over here, let's save it. And one thing we forgot, so I'll say where response is equal to. And now guys, let's add a debugger on this line number 27. So by this time the record must have been updated in database, that means the status must have changed to shipped. Okay, and let's add a debugger on this line number 22 as well, so that by this line number 22 we will have read the record from Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, so we will read a record and we will wait it over here, then we'll update the record directly into the Cosmos DB. That means when this code will be executed, that is line number 25, we should get an exception because eTag will not match in that case and the record should not be updated. Okay, so let's run our program. And now guys, you can see our program is running and debugger has been hit. So that means we must have retrieved the order details from Cosmos DB. So if I check the contents of this order details and if I check this resource, you see this order amount, order status and username. So that means you have successfully retrieved the record from Cosmos DB. Okay, and now guys, before we continue our execution and before we update this record again in Cosmos DB with status is equal to shipped, let's just wait over here and let's go to the portal and let's update this record with status cancelled directly into the portal. So let's assume someone has cancelled this record. So let me click on update and you can see record has been updated. That means this eTag also must have been changed. And now let's go to the Visual Studio and if I press continue, and you see we got an exception, and let's see what exception we have got. And here you can see we got precondition failed, that is 412. Okay, and if I check the details of this exception, say it's 412 precondition failure. That means the operation specified an eTag that is different from the version available at the server. That is, it's an concurrency error, right? So that is how using eTag we can achieve concurrency control. And assume we have retrieved this record and before we update this record back into the Cosmos DB, if nobody has made any changes, then this upsert, that is this update operation, it would have been successful and our record would have been successfully updated to order status is equal to shipped.